My name is Ruth Gomberg Munoz, and I'm an assistant professor of anthropology at Loyola University Chicago. So my research and teaching interests lie in unauthorized migration specifically, and then more broadly, political and economic anthropology. And I've been looking at immigrant labor patterns in the United States with a focus on Latinos. So Obama has been elected to office twice with widespread support from the Latino community, sort of on the promise that he was gonna push through comprehensive immigration reform. Well, he hasn't been able to do that. And not only has he not been able to do that, but under his watch, deportations have reached these historic levels. And so the pressure on him has really been mounting to do something. So on November 20th, he announced executive action on immigration, and what this means is that certain undocumented people are going to be de facto allowed to stay because immigration agents are not going to pursue their deportation. The executive action, in a sense, is a real meaningful victory for millions of people who are going to get some relief from deportation. So we think 4 to 5 million people will qualify. That may very well be an overestimate. And that means that about 6 to 7 million people are going to be left out, right? And so mostly these are going to be people who don't have U.S. citizen children. The LGBTQ community is very concerned about this because then they feel penalized. And then also people who have criminal records. And the criminal thing, that sort of felons not families narrative, is really seductive, but we also have to be really careful of it, because who is and who's not a criminal and who gets to make that decision. And you have to look at it from the point of view of undocumented people. This is not lawful status. It's not a pathway to lawful status. It's not anything. It's just saying we're not going to deport you. But as easily as that was rendered by the executive branch, it can be taken away. For some of them, this is going to be a game changer. And for many, this is going to split their families even further. So you might have a mom who qualifies and a dad who doesn't, you know, with a U.S. citizen kid, or one sibling who qualifies and another sibling who maybe has an arrest record or went back. These additional sort of tiers of hierarchy, even within families, and families have a really hard time grappling with that. And I think that we have to just remember that even the little things that we do help. So talking to the guy next to you on the bus, or talking to your friends, you know, and just helping them understand there's a lot of complexity here and that people's lives are hanging in the balance. Even those little conversations, I think, help.